What up? Yo, I'm back. I know it's been a while. I just finished watching the Cowboy Legends for Life video, and he called me out, so I have to respond to it. I'll play the clip here.
Okay, I mean, like these knees, 0-1, he's probably a nice guy, but he would never be a friend of mine because I don't like people who are not loyal to their team.
Calling me not loyal, not a true Cowboys fan because I'm not a supporter of Dak Prescott. I don't understand why people think that if there's a player on a team that you don't support, that somehow you're not a fan. I hate that. That's stupid. I wasn't a fan of Terrell Owens in Philadelphia. I wasn't happy when we first got him. Eventually, he started to grow on me because he produced. But to say that I'm not a fan because I don't support Dak Prescott is asinine. And like I said in my previous video, I know tons and tons of Cowboy fans who hated Tony Romo, who never even gave him a chance. They thought he was a loser, and whether or not he was or wasn't, he was a Cowboy until the day he didn't play for them anymore. You know what I mean? Like he gave his heart and soul to that team. And I know plenty of Cowboy fans who hated Tony Romo. So don't dismiss me because I don't agree with you, or I don't think somebody is good or a team is bad. That's stupid. I'm still a Cowboy fan for life, period. Secondly, Cowboy Legends for Life claimed that most of Dak Prescott's interceptions were caused by the receivers, specifically Dez Bryant and Terrence Williams. So bad placement balls, I blame completely on Dak Prescott. I will give, if it hit their chest or hit their hands and bounced out, like there's one for sure in Seattle that bounced out of Dez Bryant's hands, was intercepted. I think there was one in Oakland also that was intercepted through Dez Bryant's hands. And then there was one as well from T. Willie that bounced off of his chest and he didn't catch it, was picked off. No argument here. I have no problem putting blame on them, but bad placed balls, thinking that Dez needs to jump 10 feet in the air to catch a ball and it's picked, or there was one against there was one on a screen, I think it was Green Bay, screen pass, and the guy he read it perfectly, got by Dez Bryant. Dez didn't even have time to block him. So those, hopefully you're not counting those ones because those ones definitely don't count. Then Cowboy Legends for Life also claimed that Dez Bryant is not a top receiver in the league because he's unemployed. Baltimore tried to sign him to a long-term deal. He didn't want a long-term deal. He wants a one-year deal so he can prove his worth, right? So he's coming off what he considers 2 bad years in Dallas with Dak Prescott. He's not going to say it. I'll say it for him. 2 bad years in Dallas. Teams are trying to sign him to a long-term deal because they figure they can use those statistics to get him cheaper, right? So he wants to play 1 year. Let me prove myself. He's only, 28, 29 years old. And then get a big contract after that. So it's smart for him to play 1 year as opposed to signing a 5 or 6 year deal where he's going to get ripped off because his production levels are probably going to be pretty high, depending on where he goes. But to say that he's not a top wide receiver in the league is just stupid. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room, which is about a month and a half ago, Dak Prescott came out and said that Dallas Cowboys don't need a number 1 receiver. Teams nowadays don't need a number 1 receiver. And I think what he was doing was kind of hinting towards New England, right? So New England's number 1 receiver for the longest time was Julian Edelman. But let's be honest, on any other team besides New England and maybe Green Bay, Julian Edelman would be a 3rd receiver, right? I mean, you'd have to be a pretty good quarterback to make that guy productive because he's not big, he's not exceptionally fast, but he can find the little niches and get open, right? So with the exception of those 2 teams, he's got a point. But the fact of the matter is, Dak Prescott is not Aaron Rodgers. He's not even close. He's not Tom Brady. He's not even the same breath. Don't even say that they're 2 names together. Which that leads me into my next topic, which is he also claimed that Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in the league. Top 5 quarterback in the entire NFL. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan. So he's better than one of those guys? You're gonna remove one of those guys? Cam Newton is a better quarterback. I'm not a Cam Newton fan, but he's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. You can make an argument Nick Foles last year, right? Because you can only go off of his last 2 years, is a better quarterback. I would make an argument Alex Smith is a better quarterback. So where do you top 5? I don't care about the statistics. I care about wins and losses. I care about how I see him on film. How does he look when he's playing in games? Is he better than those guys? Those proven veterans? I don't think so. Is he better than Phillip Rivers? I mean, come on, man. That's crazy. Is he better than Russell Wilson? Come on, man. Top five? I'll be honest with you. I'll probably put him in my top 15 to 18. And that's being honest. I think he's probably top 15 or 18. Top five? Absolutely not. Top 10? I don't think so. I think I just named 12 quarterbacks that are better than him. 10 or 12 quarterbacks that are better than him. So, yeah, you're stretching with top five. So, and for me, the way I look at it is, how does he play without his best weapon, right? How does he play without Ezekiel Elliott? And we've seen that last year. So, no. Top five, not even close. Okay, so now I'm done with him as far as him addressing me. So OTAs are over. There's really not any big headliners besides David Irving missing OTAs and voluntary workouts. I don't like that. It's kind of that bothers me. I seen his Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, and he was talking about getting his mind right before he can basically play football. So it's kind of a concern for me. The good news, well, I guess you could consider it good news, is that we kind of have a lot of depth now on the defensive line, tackle and ends. So that's a positive. Also, that Randy Gregory is in, I guess, in the works of getting reinstated, but trying to get reinstated by the NFL. And if we can get him back, that'll be huge as well. So I still like David Irving. Hopefully he can get his mind right and come back and play strong and hard this year. I don't want him to miss any training camp. Generally, when they miss, training camp or anything like that, kind of takes them, from what I remember, is it kind of takes him a while to get going again and get in the groove. So hopefully he doesn't miss any of that and he can come back strong. I'm expecting big things from that D-line. And as long as we can have a D-line, I think it's going to make our offense that much better. There was, I think Deion Sanders came out and said that he thinks that Dallas should come back and re-sign him, which I don't think they should. I think the damage is done. That bridge is burnt, so to speak. So I think he should move on. I think there are teams that are interested, and if you follow him on Instagram or Twitter, you can see that contrary to what the media is telling you, the news is telling you, there are teams that are interested in him. So I think it's going to be right before training camp starts. You'll start seeing a lot more pickup on him. So I also want to do videos because I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fans, despite what Cowboy Legends for Life thinks. But I am an NFL fan, so I also want to do videos for other teams as well, not just other teams, but the league, any kind of movement in the league. I was thinking before, after the draft, I want to do one about the Cleveland Browns and where I think they're going to fall this year. I think they're going to do pretty well. I'm expecting big things out of them if they can stay healthy too. So don't be surprised if I do some other teams. And I also want to do some fantasy football stuff too. So expect some of that fantasy football, but I can guarantee you Dak Prescott will not be one of my quarterbacks for sure. Also, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors and their fans for defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers, sweeping the Cleveland Cavaliers. Definitely watch that series. Not necessarily a big fan of Cleveland, but I do like Steph Curry. I'm not a Golden State fan per se, but I'm definitely glad that they brought the title back to California. So yeah, shout out to them. I'll also be doing a video as soon as the roster is trimmed and right before preseason starts. I'm going to do like prediction videos, not just Cowboys but other teams and where I think they'll fall. But I definitely will do a in-depth one of the Cowboys in games I think wins, loss records, stuff like that. What am I expecting out of a healthy Zeke, a healthy Dak, and our wide receiver core and our defense as well. So stay tuned for that. That's going to come as the season progresses, as we get closer to training camp. So hit the like button, subscribe, share this. Shout out to Cowboy Legends for Life for calling me out. Yeah, I'm sure you're a really nice guy also, but yeah, we couldn't be cool either just because you're weird. But shout out to all my fans out there, especially Yvette. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks for keeping me on track, and expect more videos soon. Peace.